here really quickly because it's kind of bad.
Won't be nice.
It's terrible. Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Tom has ways of cleaning it up.
Yeah, what
Yeah, it
the
sounds
fuck
like
is that? Clean up the audio. How do you do that? I need to learn that.
I'm going to heavily edit it.
Yeah. Or
Stand by.
it's the case that you're not going to heavily edit it.
It's a top secret NSA software he's using.
But I mean, I don't get all of that. He just came out of nowhere. He came up to like rant and leave.
It wasn't me, Dolph. It wasn't me.
Are you talking about me? Yeah, I just told him it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Nice voice though.
In fact, wasn't it you, John Lee, that brought him back up?
It was. I wanted to hear what he had to say. I didn't know why he was sent down. I didn't know if it was Johnny or Gavin. But then when Johnny said it wasn't him,
Johnny kind of just assumed Darth was complaining that he was friends with James Tyree, but I mean, Johnny associates with everybody that's on the list of people Darth says nobody's allowed to associate with.
Johnny has been friends with James for many years.
Wait, but what precipitated Gavin removing Darth?
He just didn't want to hear him, I guess. I think there's some animosity with Gavin and Darth.
And how did that begin?
Well, I mean, it seems to me that they were cozy, as Darth said, and then Darth had the little block situation.
Because Gavin was appearing on stages with James is Tired.
Either James or Tom or who knows what, but maybe even Johnny. I don't know. And so once Darth blocked Gavin, I guess Gavin's upset at that type of action, and then he's been saying things about Darth.
Oh, okay.
Somebody still has to inform Darth that his friend G.I. Jew, that Calvinist guy, has had cyber sex with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll do it on one of my socks. Another day, though. Just
now it's photo of
when I'm not working, and I'll do it.
The best time to do it would be when they're together in a room. Somebody just get up on the stage and say, Darth, did you know G.I. Jew had cyber sex with Godless Girl?
I haven't seen him around in ages.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen him around in ages.
Well, Daniel started asking him very strange, like how many milliliters and stuff like that, and he's trying to deny that he was aroused, and it was just.
All right, you guys ready? I think I cleaned it up pretty good.
Okay, after Darth, nothing really interesting happens, so you could stop playing it. Darth is only on stage for like 3 minutes.
Gentlemen, remove me.
It was not me, Darth.
Gavin, why did you remove me?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up, Paul, because this is the gospel. Jesus Christ granted them life by his life, death, and resurrection.
At any rate, continue with what you were saying, Darth. Okay, so let the record show that Gavin is a spineless little weasel. Okay, I'm not going to stay. Trying to come on stage and acknowledge with Christianity. Okay, no. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Disgrace to the state. Okay, isn't it interesting that you were quite friendly with me for several months? So you're only trying to turn something. Hold on one second, Gavin. Let him finish his thoughts because he's not going to be around all day. Okay. You're a little fake, Gavin, because you were quite cozy and friendly with me up until about a week and a half ago. So I blocked you from participating in rooms with people who engage in slander or defamation. So it's amazing to sudden come to this realization about a week and a half ago. Yeah, so you're as Shakespeare said, we don't get you, they'll protest you. I'd like to finish What I'm saying is, Johnny, I'd like to finish without your gratuitous false attacks on me. Okay, Johnny,
Gavin, let Darth has a contention with me. Let him finish his thoughts.
Yeah, so he can finish up. I came up here to acknowledge your insight, but I came up temporarily to tell you I'm not interested in participating on your stage. Because I think you too are a phony and a hypocrite. You want to say you have integrity, but you wink and you coddle those individuals who you know for certain have engaged in slander and defamation about me, yet you continue to rub shoulders with them and coddle them as though they're not guilty of it. Okay?
Everything I did, I did true, Doug.
I'm not finished. You got to cry longer. Are you going to allow this abuse or are you going to let me finish?
Yeah, hey, look, guys, look. Darth's not going to be here long. Let him finish, because he's really sort of ranting about me anyway, but let him finish what he has to say, and then we can move on.
It's over to do just judging that. Yeah, are we going to let it show on? I'm crying about shit.
Darth, go ahead and finish your thoughts.
Yeah. I used to have respect for you, but then once you made it abundantly clear that you would not care any less about those individuals on Clubhouse who you know engage in slander and defamation, and that you continue to coddle them and facilitate them. So I don't have any respect for you anymore, nor do I want to participate on your stage. Thank you for your time. The offer's still out there for you and me for debate anytime. Anytime you work often.
Have a good evening, John.
I can't believe that he subscribes to the values of Jesus Christ. I just can't believe it.
Please, he does not represent,
What's his motive? Like, he doesn't think that he's actually going to control people's behavior, does he? So what's the motive? Is it for trying to tell people they can't share stages with certain people?
It has to do with not backing down.
Oh, like he said it once in anger and now it's just a pride thing or something?
Yeah, the point is he's not practical, right? Like, he could, like, reasonably have compromised with people like Doobie and Blackout, right? But the point is, he thinks that's a bitch move to compromise. So if he doesn't want to look like a bitch, right, he has to take some kind of action. But he actually ends up shooting himself in the foot by undertaking that action, right? But he thinks it makes him not look like a bitch, right? Which is why he does it.
You encouraged me to look into it. I've been looking into it, and I see nothing.
It seems to me that he's isolating himself from quite a bit of people. I don't know how many people are left that are not on his block list. Christians, I mean.
You have the words of eternal life, and those words lie within the one true church, the Church of God.
Jesus sitting on the altar.
Like Tom Rock and Bojo and Matt Yester seem to all really be faithful to him. I guess he had a falling out with Bojo once, but they're on good terms now. But those three are faithful to the Dawkins, right?
Yeah, well, he did block J. Robin, right? But that only lasted hours, I guess.
There's David Wee. I don't know who the flunkies are that hang out.
Well, he did Matt.
It's more of a matter of argumentations that they have. And I just, a part of me just dies a little listening to it.
I have not met a single Arminian who has an argument that can even remotely assail my positions. But I tend not to debate these things because there's secondary issues that tend to divide.
Yeah.
And there's bigger issues to fry.
Yeah, true, Chris. Yeah, well said. Yeah, okay, well said. But it's just that James White is not good at metaphysics in terms of dealing with metaphysics. Neither is Matt Slick. They're not equipped for that in general.
That's surprising though, because I haven't seen Matt Slick stumble over any metaphysical subjects. Not that I've seen, anyway.
Well, let's just wait for the debate. You'll understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Once you watch it.
Yeah.
Just wait for the debate, and you'll understand what. Because I can see how. I have a couple of ideas of how this will go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're also talking about people who study theology and not philosophy. So I'll be the first to tell you, philosophy is not my strong suit because I simply don't care. And if I don't care about something, I'm not going to dive deep into it.
Most people don't.
With theology, I dive deep into theology. So if you want to ask me something about the Communicado Ideobatum, you want to ask me something about the Extra Calvinisticum, you want to ask me something about
the creation,
quantum fluctuation.
What do you mean creation? Is what he's asking, I think.
anything with a life, anything that is living being, it's a creation. It has a soul, it has a certain time in existence, it will remain in existence for a certain time, then will disappear by dying. That's creation.
No, demonstrate how from non-existence it comes to existence. How?
Explain that. He's asking you for the mechanism. Did Allah just poof living things into existence? Like poof, like in Disney and Magic?
One second, let me get to the office. Give me a second.
I don't know if Jake still has it on his website, so I'm just going to send you the one from yeah, I'll just post it in the chat now because it was Jake literally had to delete his clubhouse after this debate. I just posted it.
Ouch.
He deleted the clubhouse because he was not only were the Sunnis going after him, but yeah, he still has it on his main website. But Jake literally had to make 10 videos for a whole month afterwards. After that, to try a quite coping mechanism. 2 hours each one 2 hours. Okay, I mean, if you think about it, those arms and legs arguments are what other Muslims argue against you. Christy, you see the link? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So
I just placed it into YouTube. So.
Yeah. So it's when you have because these are common Muslim arguments even against the Afaris. This debate was originally scheduled on December, but Khalil had a kid at that point. His wife was pregnant, so okay, then it was delayed till June. But you can't tell me that type of performance of inability to argue about the legs and hands of God. You can't tell me that you haven't done anything, done any reading on it when you had 6 extra months to prepare for it while a guy was taking care of his kid.
Yeah.
It's really kind of it's actually more on you because a guy was taking care of his kid than you, which a guy taking care of his kid and a guy taking care of his kid, you can't really he probably is probably too busy dealing with other stuff than reading up on how to argue with you. But it's like that's why I was like a bit surprised when I was. I expected better arguments from Jake. At least trying to attack the divine simplicity, man. At least make an solid attempt to attack the divine simplicity. Then because all you have to do is attack Jake's Khalil's divine have a solid arguments against Khalil's divine simplicity. Then you might actually win. But then you didn't even try and do that. You just say, oh, because he doesn't believe in X, Y, and Z,